Have you ever caught yourself scribbling while you're in a meeting and your mind is somewhere else? Ever wonder why you do it? We call it absent-mindedness. But this kind of zoning out is often your brain's subtle way of coping up with too much information or stress. This same mental overload is what leads you to forget simple things like where you misplace your car keys, your phones, your passwords, or even forget an important event like your daughter's birthday. I say it with a smile because I'm one of those daughters whose birthday has been forgotten too. And this forgetfulness is not something we can dispense with, for it could actually start to affect our ability to perform everyday tasks. Boredom just doesn't knock, it barges in uninvited. Am I right? Well, in my case, I could tell you that boredom visited me very frequently. I couldn't let an uninvited guest visit me that often. So, I fought with a canvas. Freely available walls of my home, and even our neighbors for that matter. Yes, I scribbled, and we call it doodling. I started doodling when I was a toddler who just scribbles all over the place. Slowly, I developed into the usage of crayons and markers from a very boring pencil. Soon, our walls became magnificent modern art mediums. I use doodling as a magic wand which helps me to cope with my boredom by engaging my mind. While doodling just does not engage our mind, it also helps us in memory. One of my dad's aunt was diagnosed with dementia, a disease associated with forgetfulness. She was very forgetful, where she couldn't even remember her own siblings and children. Once she slipped away from home and could not find her way back. We were all clueless about her whereabouts and extremely worried. To our relief, she was rescued by a good Samaritan after a couple of days. This incident concerned me a lot. It made me think. I started inquiring myself as to her state and condition. The National Library of Medicine defines dementia as a syndrome of progressive loss in cognitive and functional abilities that interfere in our daily life. It affects the brain's function in areas of memory, language, and thinking. People who have cognitive disabilities often exhibit lower problem solving skills and experience difficulty in memory and language. According to the World Health Organization in 2021, 57 million people were globally living with dementia. Approximately 10 million new cases are diagnosed each year. This number is projected to triple to a whopping 152.8 million by 2050. Astounding numbers. Ways of recovering from this malady was to have medications and an improved lifestyle, which included a diet and physical exercise. As a youngster, these solutions did not seem amusing. I wanted a solution which piqued my curiosity nerve and soothed it as well as my ailing one. Chris Riddle states, to draw is to make the idea concrete. To doodle is to let the idea emerge. I found doodling as a way of relaxing myself and a form of profound expression. The silent conversation between the pen and the paper makes me to drift out to the cloud of ideas. I enjoy the silent scribbles of my subconscious mind, be it colorless or tiny squiggles around the margin. A study conducted by the Boston University shows that 75% of the Americans doodle occasionally with 25% doodling daily. A research conducted by the Mini Mental State Examination in 2011 shows that doodling can decrease the progression of dementia in people. The MMSE performed a control trial to evaluate the usefulness of art therapy doodling compared to calculation training in patients with mild dementia. 39 patients were randomly assigned to either art therapy group or a control group engaging in calculation training. The interventions were held weekly for 12 weeks. The comparison between the before and after therapy showed remarkable improvement in their cognitive function. Researchers, including commentary from the Harvard Medical School and other psychological studies, confirms that doodling enhances concentration, memory retention, and processing of complex ideas. This happens because doodling keeps the mind engaged, preventing it from tuning out during monotonous tasks and helps process information visually rather than verbally. People affected with dementia can do free-form doodling, a spontaneous, uninhibited type of drawing where you create without a plan or a specific outcome in the mind. It involves drawing without conscious effort, often while your mind is engaged in other tasks. It soothes them and relaxes them. Provide a variety of colored pencils, crayons, or even pens and let the individual to express themselves freely without any pressure or specific instruction. This helps the individual to express themselves freely, improve their mental health and interpersonal relationships. The basis of art therapy was established on the idea that people can recover and feel better via artistic expressions, offering a way to evoke memories, stimulate emotions, and provide a sense of purpose. Engaging in such creative tasks helped my dad's aunt to slow the progression of dementia in her and improve her mental health. While dementia blurs the past, creativity shows up like a rock star and redraws the present. Thank you.